Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and this is Darcy. And sorry, my brain just stopped for a second. I was like, oh yeah, this is what I want. All right, Laura, the half-ass crafter, she tried to do the thing, and with that I did with the kintsugi houses. And so I said I would try some things and get a way that would work every time. If that's a thing. Probably not. She was using, oh, that's way too much. I think she said she was using a less opaque paint because she was using an iridescent or whatever. And she was using a really small gel plate. What is under here? I know it's not my glue. Oh, it's a bead. Oh my goodness. It's going to make holes in my... What is that? Another bead? Yep, another bead. I don't need all these dents in my nice... Hey, I finally put this down so you guys wouldn't have to see like the big glare from... Okay, so the thing to remember with metallics is they dry fast. So you have to work fast. I am not working fast because I am very distracted. Also, I think that you can make, you have to like kind of smush your paper together maybe? I don't know. Let me get with the tissue, but I wanted to see if it does not work with paper. Forget that. We're going to move on. This is just so that other people can feel better about their mishaps and whatnot. You're just going to, and then I need to find like some regular tissue because you guys aren't going to have wet strength tissue. This is the Tim Holtz, which is a little bit sturdier as well. Let's see. So there's kind of a soft side and a shiny side. The shiny side gives more wrinkles. Just saying. Also, I'm not worried about what's there because this paint is going to pick up that paint. You know what I mean? Also, too much. I'm not used to using a smaller... yeah, I bought a notebook that I thought was blank at the thrift store. Turns out it was like full, it had like several pages of somebody else's. Alright, so shiny side down, and I'm not putting it on straight. I'm gonna let it, I'm not gonna smooth it out either. See, I forced those wrinkles. So I think if you force some wrinkles, it'll be a little bit better. And then if you're gonna use a medium to pick it up, then you want to wait for that to completely dry. Yes, metallics dry fast, but you still have to wait for it to completely dry. I know, it's just crazy. And then she was trying to pick it up with a clear medium. I forget what she was using. She was using, oh, tar gel. Oh my goodness, I was like, no! I've never used tar gel on the gel plate, but I know some people that have, and they did not get good results. Just saying. And then, what else was the other thing? Most people will use like a gel medium. Gel matte medium is usually the best thing if you want it clear. Like fluid gel matte medium. But still, you have to wait for it to dry. Otherwise, so yeah, look at all those great wrinkles. That's why I usually pick it up with the dark paint. It just works better. But, let's see if we can pick it up on that top of that tree and alright, so when your covers like this get stuck, I'll pause you for a second. You slam it on, maybe not on this because there's glass under there. I'm going to do it in another space. You slam it down and it should open better. See, now I can get it open. I might be out of breath now from that. Alright, oh, and don't put your brayer down like this. It'll stick to your paper. I mean, you can, but you're going to end up with paper on your brayer, most likely. Look at this. Did you know that the iridescent bronze gold has this green patina in it? I don't usually see it, but today I am for some reason. Alright, you don't need a lot. This is dangerous. Just, doop. I've never actually tried this on the plate. Also, before I close that, I should probably do something like... Alright, so we've let it sit for a minute so that it would dry. And now... go ahead and pick it up with our tree. Don't really want to leave any of that gel matte medium on the plate. I want to make sure it totally, well, it did not totally pick up. Well, supposedly it's supposed to work. The longer you leave it on here, the better. Let's see. Oh, look. see all the, I got a kintsugi tree now. We're a nice decorated, do we want to use this in today's? Like, because it's nature treasure today, which I might make I'll put in the comments where to fast forward to start actual dephemerember. But I think some people are gonna want to know. See, there you go. And that's so cool. So you want to use the tissue paper or paper that is thin. And then if there's a slick side, you want to use the slick side. And sometimes you have to like force the wrinkles. But you don't want to like do this ahead of time. That does not work. Not unless you're still gonna, you know, force the wrinkles, you know, like that. Then it might work. Should we do it again? I want to try it with like that's red paint. This is let's try a piece of this. What's in here? Oh yeah, I'm like, is this something I was allowed to open? Yeah, that's my chocolate. It's the door I'm not letting myself open until... Alright, so this is masking paper. I think this would work. So there's kind of a soft side and a slick side. We're going to use the slick side. And we're going to put some of this iridescent fine bronze, which looks gold to me. I mean, I've got some other golds, but this one just seems to work really nicely for this. Alright, and then we're making sure we have the slick side down. And we're not putting it on flat. We're kind of letting it get all bunched up a little bit in the middle, so this is not going to have quite as many wrinkles because it got a little smooth on the outside. Oh, see, it's not 100% every time. I mean, there's like some little bits in there, which will show. I don't really want to put more of this on my plate. I want to pick it up with a darker color so you can see. And I'm going to get gel matte medium on my... Let's just pick it up with a little bit. Okay, you got to let it dry. Even though you think it's dry because it's metallic, and metallic dries so fast, surely it must be dry. But surely when you think it's dry, then it's not. That's just how it is. This is Payne's Gray. Just picking it up with a little bit. Alright. And this is also a secret. Like if you were to go pick this up with this tissue, then you probably get some more wrinkles. See, the tissue works better. You just have to because I can't get as many wrinkles with the masking paper. I thought for sure I'd be able to. I mean, you got something, and especially since I had too much paint on there. Now there's all kinds of weird stuff. And that did like hers, and it just picked up all the gold that had been left down there. So yeah. All right. So tissue seems to work best. A stronger tissue if you've got it. Oh, you know what? I should try some. I think it does work with pattern paper. I can't seem to get this plate cleaned off. So just everything, everywhere. I'm determined to find a foolproof way to make the wrinkles, because usually I get them by accident. Also, I'm not used to a smaller plate, and so I put way too much stuff on there like every time. There's that. And then let's see, I was just trying to use this to get some interest on the back of this page here. Okay, alright, we're trying the pattern paper. We have a very large piece. Alright, there is a soft side and a more slick side. We're putting it on there very wrinkly. We're not putting it on there flat. Oh, okay, that was just a black line. I was like, is that a bug? No, it's not a bug. Okay, we're okay. There left some wrinkles, but it left a lot more on there than I really wanted. Let's try it again down here. And just kind of try to get some more of that off. Nope, because it dries so fast. It's just going to be trial and error. You just keep trying stuff until it does what you want. It's never going to do what you want because it's a gel plate. So, those are my basic tips, is use the slick side of... Oh, let's try deli paper. I mean, it's already wrinkled. I'm sure I have some regular deli paper. Hold on. Because deli paper is slick on both sides usually. Because even if you buy the stuff that says not waxed, guess what? It's freaking waxed. They lied. Put less, there we go. Put way less. Oh, I have way too many ideas for today's prompt. Just saying. Also, we got Asia. Hey, we haven't done any Asia. Asia will be coming up pretty soon. In case you want to see. That's Socialist Republic. Yeah, we're going to cover that up anyway. We don't mind Asia. We're still kind of mad at Russia. Just, if that's what that was. Although that could have been China, because that's also a socialist republic, isn't it? I guess that was probably China. Yeah, that just picked up a lot of gold that was left, because there was a lot of gold left, and there's still a lot of stuff left here. We'll use the same color. This plate does not, maybe I just need to condition this plate. I don't know. It does not seem to want to pick up for me today. Mongol, I guess that's China. Yeah, I keep thinking it's Russia, but it's China. Duh. I should know that. It's the Socialist Republic part that confused me. So we do have a page from China, and it's a translucent paint. You know, there's enough showing through so we can still see it's a map, which is nice. Oh my goodness. I mean, normally I like when this builds up on the plate like this, but not when I'm trying to do cracks. Oh my goodness, there's a crack in my system. Let's see. There's a nice, good, oh, let's just, maybe some green gold, or, you know what? Oh, quinacridone violet? Sure, because that's the color I don't want on my stuff right now. So that's the one that's probably going to work. Alright. Oh my goodness. Get off of my plate and on. Stuff is slipping inside and onto my paper. Oh my goodness. I need to put little feet on my things so they stop slipping and sliding like this. Alright, I'm not even going to be using that side, so it's probably going to look gorgeous. Because I have no plans to use the back side of this paper. So this will probably pick up and be like the bestest looking thing ever. And they'll be like, nope, guess we're using that side. Well, it did pick it up. And it's fairly cool. And you do see some just different cracks and whatnot. Alright, let's try the deli paper. Which deli paper, if you watch Gail Gustinelli, you saw that on her channel today. That is just stuff that they wrap your fish and chips in. Or they used to just wrap it in newspaper, right? Or they wrap your sandwich in, or whatever. It's just thin, it's shiny. Shiny's what we need. We want something that's way too much. You're using a small plate, lady. My word, what is wrong with me? That is way too much. Just find a, let me just grab my glue pages here. They can now become, alright. Oh, that is cool though. Sometimes the brayer gives you just beautiful stuff that you're just like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so we're taking this, it's shiny on both sides, so it won't really matter. But you just kind of almost like do that, and then just make sure it gets nice and wrinkled in the middle. Don't brayer it or anything like that. If you have too much paint, you're going to end up with too much paint left on the plate when you're done. Alright, this gave us delicate cracks. So, a heavy tissue paper or a deli paper is what you want to get the delicate cracks like that. And last time I had such good luck picking it up with oh, you know what? Oh shoot. Words are hard. I had good luck picking it up with the Prussian blue is what I was looking for. But do you think that it is here? What is this? Prussian blue. We'll try this Prussian blue. It's a little different than the other one. I'm pretty sure I didn't use it last time because there's still a trinket in there. No, I don't save them. Sorry, Patricia. Oh, Patty. Patricia. I don't call her Patty. I call her Mom before I call her Patty. So, I'm just going to pick it up with a color. You, of course, if you want to put it on like your kintsugi houses or whatever, you'll probably want to pick it up with the gel matte medium is your best bet for a clear for picking stuff off the plate that you want to be able to see through the, you know, for a clear medium to pick up on your plate. All right, now I love when a brayer off does what we love. Did I mention I don't know what I'm doing for today's prompt yet? This is giving me time to think, I think. I've been cleaning off my desk, and like I said, still can't see there. My paint was a little bit on the thin side, so there's a lot of white showing through. So if you didn't want that white, all you got to do is just find something watery to spray it. Just spray it. You could spray it from behind even. Like, ooh, I like yellow and blue. If I spray it from behind, should be, she says. Apparently I'm running out of scattered straw. So now, instead of white, we've got yellow coming through. And part of it. Obviously, I didn't get it all the way. But that's alright. This was just to show you what you could do. And then you have to let it dry for 5 years because you put so much ink on there. It will lighten. But it's okay to have white on there too. That's not the end of the world. But I do like the cracks. That gave us some nice delicate cracks. So, deli paper, something that has some shine and is thin, that is manipulatable. Something you can manipulate easily that has a slick side. Seems to be the trick for getting cracks. That just looks so cool. And you could do it on a printable. It really does. It still comes out looking cool. Do we want a short tree on our page of Nature's Treasure? Okay, so are you waiting for me to give you the definitions? Well, we know what nature is, right? I didn't really find any other definition for nature other than, you know, pretty much what everyone knows nature is. So, I sure hope today's Nature's Treasure, because plants, animals, the landscape, and other features and products of the earth as opposed to human creations. The breathtaking beauty of nature, similar to the natural world, the living world, Mother Nature, creation. Okay, you guys are blowing in the wind now, so you have to... The answer is blowing in the wind, but I don't need tissue paper blown in the wind. I said what I said. Mother Nature, creation, the world, the environment, the earth, Mother Earth, the universe, the cosmos, natural forces, wildlife, flora and fauna, countryside, landscape, scenery, the basic or inherent features of something, especially when seen as characteristic of it, helping them to realize the nature of their problems. Okay, so then treasure is a quantity of precious metals, gems, or other valuable objects. The ransom was to be paid in diamonds and treasure. Similar, riches, valuables, jewels, gems, gold, silver, precious metals, money, cash, wealth, fortune, treasure trove, blah, blah, blah. Verb, keep carefully a valuable or valued item. Like, one thing I thought about doing was a dangle with some of the pieces that my mom has saved. Like, I have a piece of coral that she wrapped. There's also some other things, sea glass and stuff like that. Like, those would be like nature's treasures to me. And that's one thing I thought about doing. Here it says, my mother gave me the ring and I'll treasure it always. Okay. And then I thought, well, there are some animals that sort of keep treasures or look for treasures. So some birds, such as crows and ravens, blue jays, and other corvids, love shiny objects that they collect and put in their nests or stash in hiding places they have chosen. That place they choose. They have been known to steal jewelry and coins, buttons, and other small shiny objects that attract their attention. Where is that? From Quora.com. So that's the direction I'm going, is birds stealing shiny things. So I do have, you might have seen them floating around here, trying to float around here. I don't know why I'm cutting out this tree. It might not this was yesterday. Actually, it might be kind of fun to put that behind the other tree. But they don't really, but isn't that cool? It's so pretty. All right, so the Tim Holtz tissue paper, the wet strength tissue paper, adorable tissue paper, and the deli paper. The slick side of those seem to work great, the best for and now this that's a different page. That wasn't the page I was necessarily going to use today, but it could be. And I could just turn it upside down like that. No, because then I want it on the other side. Alright, I had another piece of paper that was supposed to be for today though. So let's move that out of the way. Out of the way! Woo! Okay. Oh, this was yesterday's. And that's where that tree came from. And there is, if you missed it, there is a free printable. The free tree that I just totally... There is a free printable where you can get that tree. See, I could just put this on here and it could be in the background behind the little notebook tree. See, look at the little notebook. I love it. It's so cute. Okay, so I took off the other page so I wouldn't have to deal with the bulk on this page. And then I proceeded to lose that page. Yes. Oh, it's right here. I knew it was somewhere. I knew I had it somewhere. Okay, so this is the page we're working on. I guess it doesn't really matter. Unless I want this part. We'll keep the map showing. It's fine. Oh, we'll move this out of the way. Might want to use some of that paper. Okay, so I do need some things for on here. But I kind of want them to be... Oh, let's see. I want... What do we have for our scraps? That's the question. Ooh, you know what? This is kind of nature-y in color. I think I might like that. How does it look back here? Not really super great, but that's okay. And then got our scraps in here. That's got her writing on it, so I don't want to lose that completely. Don't really want a bright purpley color. The book page could work. I want to make some little envelopes. That's what we're looking for papers for little envelopes. Alright, what else do we have? What do we have? Oh, see, this is good. It's a little bit neutral, which is good. Alright, so if we want to make a little envelope, we can just fold in our sides, fold up our bottom to where we want it. I'm not going to worry about how big or small my envelopes are. They're just going to be a bunch of different sizes. Alright, so then I'm going to do that angle there and that angle there. I'm going to do a little angle here. I think I want to make them a gusset envelope. Do you guys know what that is? Hold on, I might be able to, I'll show you. I'll show you after I make it. And then, so basically it's going to be a piece that goes in here and a piece that goes in here. And they're going to stick together, which gives us like more room in our pocket. Does that sound copacetic? And then here, I just kind of want to make it look a little bit more envelope-y. But I need to know where the top of my envelope is, because that's where I'll be able to do my angle. So I don't want to go above there. So I'm just going to come over here and I'll go above where I think it is, just so that I don't. There we go. How's that? Then we can take off these things on the end here. Those don't need to stay. There, we got a little envelope. And I want to do a few little envelopes on the page, which are going to hold the treasures of the crows. There, now you know what's happening. If you don't want to watch anymore, I totally understand. I get it. I totally get it. And then we're going to glue these two bits together. And since we haven't been able to find our art glitter glue for several days now, we're just going to use this glue that's been sitting in our stash for I don't know how long, but it's not even white anymore. Let's just put it that way. I think I bought it in 2019. If it still sticks, then that'll be a good, you know, we'll say yes, the Tombow glue lasts even after you let it sit in your stash for 4 years. Oh, there's stuff. All right, so don't rub the glue if you have ink and stuff on your fingers. That's what we're learning at the moment. And if you do, then you just, if you have one of these erasers, is this the right eraser? This is not the right eraser. This is a regular eraser. This is a magic rub eraser. I thought I had a glue eraser, like one that takes the glue off. The magic eraser is better. I mean, it's not, I don't know. I had stuff on my thumb and now it's on my envelope. Are we going to worry about it? It's my journal. I'm not going to. If it was a journal I was selling, I would probably just go back and make a fresh envelope because that just seemed like kind of the right thing to do. So, there's one. We probably want to have some envelopes that are going to be like blend into nature more, right? Alright, that one would be a little bright. That one has leaves on it, so that's a possibility. These might make perfect little envelopes. That's kind of bright. It's alright. And we have these, oh, we also have these little glassine envelopes, which you could use. Oh, wait, they don't, oh, that's a little pink. That's a little red. For this, ooh, you know what, we have this. Let's just get our grungy paper from the Mixed Media Journal. Now, what if you don't want to do all that with your envelope? You don't need a lot of space. Well, and you don't want it to be so, like this is as wide as you, well then you just glue it. You don't have to fold them all in. You can just glue the sides. You can just glue your sides like that and fold them up. And then if you want to be able to get into your envelope a little bit more easily, you might want to, before you glue it, add a little bit of a hole punch. And then you can leave your thing straight, or let's see, that goes to there. You could use your hole punch. You can do whatever you want with your corners. You just round them like that. So if you don't have a corner rounder, you just put them together like that and you can round them. I wanted to do them all different, but apparently I'm doing them all the same with their little rounded. Now if I have a taller, oh, I want a taller one. All right, that's already ripped, so I want it to be more ripped like that. All right, so what I want to do is kind of got to find your middle first. All right, there's my middle. So I'm going to fold this over because I do want an envelope like this. This is actually the kind of envelopes I wanted in the first place, but kind of forgot in my brain how to do it. And so then I'm going to fold that down about a 1/4 of an inch or so, or below where that fold is. This is what I'm going to do with that. And hope that it's straight. We'll get it straight in a minute, and we'll fold this up, leaving about 1/2 an inch or a 1/4 of it. You know, you're going to leave a little space at the top there. Well, whatever space you leave in between your corner things, and that's how much space you need. You need that same amount of space either way. Otherwise, you're going to see your sides. Alright, so then, if it didn't come out straight and even, you can just cut it. Or maybe you like the rough edges. I actually like that rough edge, and I'm a little sad that I cut it off, but that's okay. Gonna give myself, it doesn't help that this is crooked right here. It's messing with my eyeballs. But we're gonna let it go. Oh, did I just go down too low? Nope, it covers it. Alright. So there we go. There's another envelope. Do these envelopes match? No. Are they gonna look good on the page? Well, time will tell. We're just making little envelopes. Because that's what I want. Little envelopes for the crow's little treasures to go in. Because that's my nature's treasure today, is the crows are all about their treasure. Who knows what they found? Might be a button. Might be someone's earring. Might just be a piece of shiny paper. Might be little notes. I don't know. We could put this behind another one to bring that somewhere else. So keep that out. Alright, this one's got nice neutrally. kind of colors. Alright, so just kind of don't fold it all the way, just put a little crease at the top just so I know where the middle is. And then fold that down, fold that down, fold that up, and then fold that down. Don't need to fold it down. Well, maybe we do. Wow, our envelope just hits the bottom there, doesn't it? And a little bit of a thumb notch. Use the size hole you like. Now, if your paper is going to act like a jerk like that, then you just take another piece of paper, maybe a sturdier piece, but something that's going to thicken it up just a little bit. And then, this might not be thick enough, but then you should be able to go, okay, it was just thick enough. And of course, if you're doing your envelopes and you want to ink them, you want to make sure you ink them, at least this part, before you glue it. That makes the most sense. I don't always make the most. Did I start out this messy? Oh my goodness. Oh, because I put my scraps up here so I could find things. Yep, and I still have glue up here and all the things. Okay. I just have the pieces in my head that I want. I don't have like a finished product in my head of what it's going to look like. Do any of you ever have like finished products in your head of it's going to turn out a certain way and that's your goal? Or are you a little bit more like me and you're like, I'm just going to put stuff together and hope that it looks good when I'm done? Kind of a deal? I don't know. I'm trying to think of different ephemeras too, and I'm like, well, I haven't done this type of envelope. I did do the tall, skinny envelope, but I haven't done, these kinds. This one I can do as a gusset, right? The gusset ones are just a little bit more fiddly. Because you gotta fold things, you gotta cut off things. Let's see. Can I do this one as, well, we could do, don't go all the way, and just kind of do like a smaller little angle of a pointy top envelope. So if you do your top first, then you're going to know where your bottom needs to go to. So that, it at least meets or goes a little bit above where that is. Then you undo the whole thing and you fold it and you cut your corners, take out some of the bulk. You don't need all that bulk. We're always trying to take out bulk. Our ancestors needed that bulk to survive, so don't get too upset about your bulk. Now, I could fold that over and glue it, or I could even just follow that line and cut it, which we might do. And then if I find out where the top of this goes, I could even go ahead and cut that bit too. Obviously, I came over a little bit far on somewhere with my cutting, but that's okay. So now, just put these two together. Hope that it's going to look good when we're done. Oh, did I want to do this? Probably. All the other ones do. Might as well have one thing be... Nope, it's too soft. Let's try this again. Some papers are just... my cutter doesn't want to do. The paper bag, nope, still doesn't want to do it. The paper bag it was fine with. Speaking of that, so let's try it with a paper bag underneath there. Seems to like the paper bag. Oh, come on, now I can't hold it. Wait, I don't have to have that all the way over. Alright, I just need that as far over as, oh goodness. Well, that did not work as well as I was prepared for it to. It's alright, then you just cut it and then you're like, nope, that was way off. So then you cut it again and hope that that's still way off. How did I get so far off? That's alright. Well, let's hope that the Hope we didn't go down too far or out too far so that our, let's just double, okay, good, it's still covered. That's the important thing. We just want it to be covered. All because I wanted to ink it first. That's why I had to deal with all that, just because I wanted to ink it first. Okay, fold that in, do that. Fold that in, meet the folds, and that gives us a little gusset, well, gives us a little gusset pocket, which gives us a little bit more space inside. So we can, so if we wanted to fit a button in there, we totally could. Now what if we just add that on there a little bit maybe? We'll put it on the page somewhere. What else? Do I have enough envelopes? I don't know. What do you think? What do we have? We have some blues and something, oh, something. And here are the pages I did the other day in the gel plate. That's a little dark. How about the other side? Oh, that's a little orange. Alright. That's got a lot of pink in it. Not really what I wanted. So this yellowy one might work. Or this one that was dark, you still see some of the leaves and then I brayered on it. Any other pieces in here that I like? Ooh, I like the colors on this one better. I don't hate the yellow, but it's just a lot of yellow and bright. Where'd that piece of paper come from? I like more. This is cool. And because I was using a canvas on the gel plate, that's where all that pattern and texture came from. And I also used my forest floor. Is it? I don't know. Ooh, this would work too, and then some of the map would show through. Ooh, this one's the forest, not the forest floor one, but the other one. I can't keep track of the names of all my stencils. Who do you think I am? But if you ever wanted to find this stencil, it's at PM. Oh, here's the other one. This is the forest floor one. So that's the one that I had used on this one. So yeah, so these are kind of a naturey and foresty, which is nice. And I think if I use this one, I'll still have some of the map show through if I glue it on there like really well. I think I might just go ahead and glue the whole thing down. Thank you. No, I don't want it going on my desk. I just need it. This is what happens. Oh, there's a piece of paper behind it. This is what happens when you're like, come downstairs and you're cold, but then you're hot, so then you need your fan. But then there's papers on the floor all around your fan, driving me insane. Where's the cover for the glue? Alright, you can't see through the white part real great because there is that little bit of film on there. So I think I'm going to attempt. I'm going to see if putting some gel matte medium on will do anything. But first, I'm looking for something. I was looking for the freaking tissues because I knew they were down there because I had just used it, and then some stuff goes further down under my desk, and I don't know. Sometimes you can get more coming through if you just wet this, like go through it with the, I don't know. Can you see a little bit where it's kind of doing that? Of course, some of the paint seems to be coming off. That's weird. Might be able to see it a little bit more here. Alright, I'll finish this and let it dry. Should have done, if I had known I was going to be doing this, I would have done this first and then made the envelopes. But like I said, I never know what I'm going to be doing. But I really wanted the map to show through just a little bit more. So I'm not sure if it is or not. But that's my goal, is to just kind of put this medium on here, because this is a wet strength tissue paper. It's Carnival wet strength. It last we knew it was out of stock. I don't know. See, I do. It does seem to be, the more I press, it seems to be getting more of the map showing through, and that is making me happy. That makes me happy, because I still want people to know there was a map. Anybody else start thinking of Dora the Explorer when they say the word map? And my kids didn't even really watch that. It's just kind of flipping through the channels and it would be there in between SpongeBob and And Blue's Clues, I don't know. Blue's Clues came way before SpongeBob. They did not watch that at the same age. They were a little older when they watched SpongeBob, just saying. And then I usually watch TV with my boys. Because, I don't know, I need to have some noise around me all the time. Or I hear all the other noises, and I don't want to hear the other noises. So. Not the other people in my head, just like radio noise frequency things that I can hear sometimes that I don't want to hear because they're just noises that don't exist. I've not been diagnosed with ADHD or anything, seriously. Alright, so our envelopes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an odd number, so that should be good, right? And then we can put them however we like. If we're going to overlap them, we need to make sure that we can always open the covers. So if we overlap them, then we do want to make sure that the bottom goes underneath the other envelope. If I do this, well, then I'm stuck. But if I do that, I'm good to go. Oh, there we go. Well, maybe balance them out. I don't know why. I'm just going to put them on when I put them on anyway. So why am I trying like this? Well, I think I'm trying to see if I'm going to need more envelopes. Is this going to be enough? Do I need like one more? Or is this going to work? Also, we need a place for the crows. So, let's... Seriously. Okay, so I want my crow to be able to, you know, in order for him to find the shiny things, he has to be able to move. So I'm putting him on a paper clip. This is just tissue paper that, well, it's technically, if you want to know what kind of tissue paper, it was the Tim Holtz tissue paper, the plain, you know, the plain kind that's discontinued. So that's no help to you. But if you can get a fairly durable one, that's best. Oh my word. Or, you know, try with any tissue paper. I just dipped the, oh, I know what I dipped. You know what I dipped? You know how I got that square? You want to know? You really want to know? I dipped the bottom of one of these in paint and put it on there, and that's how I got those squares. Just saying. It was that easy. So, yeah. But he doesn't really stand out on here, and I want him to stand out a little bit more, so... Putting the white on there should help. So I was trying to do this so I could see about where I need my glue to go, because it's easier to put glue on this than on the tissue paper. And this way I can still, you know, have the tissue paper showing through, I mean the paint part showing through without it being so dark. And oh, did I put that back up there? Yes, I did. And then if I want the paint to show through more, I can just use my, oh my goodness, gel matte medium again. I mean, you could use Mod Podge. If you don't have gel matte medium, you could use Mod Podge, any kind of clear glue. But you can kind of see what happens when you add this glue. And you can get it to go through, you know, get it to soak into the paper. Then you can see more. See more. Sometimes you say words that make you think of other things. So yeah, it brings out the background a little bit more. Is why you do that. Also gives it a protective coating, which is never a bad thing. So yeah. This is going to be seen on both sides if I do it right. So, what do I want to put back here? Anything? 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 Ooh, I like that. I should have done an envelope with that. I don't care that it's a different green. I kind of like it. Alright, so I'm going to need a piece of thicker cardstocky type stuff to go in between for the paper clip part of it. Because otherwise, paper. If I don't want the paper. Also, I'm gonna put a hole in the top for. If I don't want the paper clip to show, that's what I'm trying to say. Where's the middle-ish? Okay, there's the middle. We're gonna do this kind of like Gail does these. What does she call? Oh, embelly clips over the page. Embelly clips, I think she calls them. Just gonna do that by putting this up here. Putting that through. There you go. Just want to poke that out a little bit because I also want to hang this. Will hang on the other side. So the crow will be on one side. That will hang on the other side. Or, and this will probably go on the page too because it's like got a nice, we're going to page, maybe it won't go on this page because, I mean, well actually it's fine. It's not so bad. Hey, then maybe I could do that. If I do that, then I can do that. And you don't have to match your greens because God didn't match all the greens. They don't match perfectly in the forest. There's all the greens are just there. Alright, I just need, whoops, a piece of cardstock type, thicker cardstocky type paper. That's what I need. I found a piece. I think this is like a 65 pound kind of a deal. I just needed to be a little shorter than that would be fine. And I think I'm going to do it the long way because I'm going to fold it. You'll see. You'll see in a second. Alright. There we go. I'm going to fold it in half. Is that what I'm doing? I'm going to fold it. If we fold it in half twice, does that do what we need it to do? I think so, yes. I needed to go here. Alright, so I folded it in half twice. Then I'm going to fold down this piece and find the middle-ish part of that. And use my scissors and just, don't worry, my finger's not in the way. I know you're probably very worried because that is totally something that could happen with me. And then going to put this on here, except we want it to come up a little bit, so we're just going to poke that up through there, through, come on. I'm going to attempt to just push that through that hole we made, which is not quite big enough, so we're just, we don't want to go up too high though, we just want it up, we just want it to peek out. Alright, oh, okay. And that will go up through there, so that we can then have a little, somewhere, I have bulb pins. That made it pretty thick, but if I didn't double up this card, I could just do one layer of cardstock and it would have been fine. But I also would have had a big paperclip shape coming through. Where if I do it this way, it's just lumpy. Less paperclip coming through. And this does not have to stay, like I could just, alright, let me glue it real quick, and then if you want to, you can just come back through and cut off the bits that you don't, if it's too big, you know what I mean? Just, this needs to glue, this outside page needs to glue to this, come on. The glue gods are against me today. They've hidden my other glue, and now sometimes you just need to get the, oh my goodness, why? Alright, so you glue the outside to that middle piece, and then you glue the outside to this middle piece, and then you hope, okay, so I took off the other cover, right? So I'm squeezing it, trying to get it out the bottom, and it squeezed right out the top. Y'all missed that. So it didn't want to squeeze when I was doing this, but you know, upside down, it squeezed out fine. What is up with that? Alright, let's just use, alright, and that is going to go down like that. And then this part also needs, should attach, but now I'm like, that could be like a secret, because it's going to go stick on the page here. But if I were to like leave this so it opens, it would be like a secret journaling spot. You know, apparently I like my secret. Well, let's not glue it for a minute. Let's see if it will work. I mean, we might have to do something like this to hold it. you know. But that would be kind of cool to have a secret journaling spot on the back. Alright, let's stick him. Alright, let's take that off for a minute. Let's stick him on here. The glue page, because I'm going to have to use my glue stick because other glues are being stupid. So we got Nature's Treasures, or we got this guy from nature, and we're going to hide his treasures for him. Essentially, is what we're doing, and we're making it so he can flit from page to page and find treasures to bring back to this page. That's not quite completely dry, but that's okay. Alright, and then this part here, where not this part where this is, but this part inside, that's the hidden part that attaches it. Because we need to kind of see where he sits on the page. Of course, we don't want him looking off the page unless he's like trying to keep somebody. I'm trying to think, do I want to keep this as a square paper clip, or do I want to go back up there. It keeps coming down because I didn't glue the paper clip in there super good. What if I want to do kind of like an organic more feel for this paper clip? Could I do that? I totally could. Take out some of the bulk. Just kind of follow the lines here of some of the things that are... Hey, your hidden paper clips do not have to be square. Just saying. Sometimes it's hip to be square. Sometimes it's hip to not be square. Put that in the right place would be helpful. There we go. See, every time I push him down, the thing moves because... There we go. That's kind of cool. Alright. And then on the other side, it's like secret journaling space. If you want it to be. I mean, your paper clip's going to show, and your paper clip's going to keep moving unless you glue it in there better. So I'm going to glue it in just so that my paper clip will stop moving, since I can't find my art glitter glue and my other glue is giving me problems. I'm moving on to the heavy duty stuff. So I want to make sure I get some glue on the paper clip. That's the secret to getting your paper clip to not move. So, and you want to actually hold that down while it dries. And we can decorate the back. Probably want to wait till I see what page on the other side is going to look like. Alright, and also it might be good if this finishes drying, everything finishes drying. And, you know, if I had done something a little bit prettier on the inside, I wouldn't see all this white manila folder showing through, but that's alright. We're not worrying about that. Now we can think about our envelopes, and do we need more envelopes? Maybe, maybe not. Alright, this is the biggest one, so we might just put this one right in the middle. And we just, the only thing we have to think about is, as far as placement, is that you can still open the covers. I said that before, right? I'm saying it again. So that would have to go over that. Where's the other one of these? Also, I had this paper out in case I wanted to do something with it. Wait, is any of this... Oh, I got a naturey one. Oh my word. I got blingy ones and I've got naturey ones. Although some of the blingy ones might be good for like in the pockets. For like a little bit of, you know, crows and whatnot, like shiny things. Oh my word. Seriously, here we go. Like this is shiny. It's got shiny bits on it. So we could put like a little piece of that in one of the envelopes. Maybe, potentially. Or we could, this is more naturey. Just trying to think. So I want to add a little something, like maybe like a little border on the edge, and then have our envelopes be every which way but loose. I swear there was one more envelope. You guys saw it, right? I'm not, oh, here it is. I'm not going crazy. My mother didn't even have me test it. Well, that kind of makes it a little too busy, doesn't it? Oh, and we also have to think about where our crow, he's not stupid, don't call him stupid. I was going to call him a stupid crow. But only because he's, oh, here he is, right in front of my face. All right. So if he goes there, he's going to cover that. So he could go there. And he you know, he might just kind of hold those closed, but he won't be blocking them. There we go. There. How about that? And that's his little hoard. His little hoardy hoard. I could put them on his pockets, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to glue them all down. So the one at the very bottom is this one up here. Just going to glue them down, she says. Could be cool as a belly band too. That would have been cool too if I just, if I had made it a belly band, because then I could do a tag with the crow on it that would go behind it. You see what I'm saying? I'll show you what I mean. Okay, we're just going to attach this at the top and the bottom. Just going to attach it at the top and the bottom. I'll try to link this video down below. It was paper ribbon is basically what that is. And it's made from freezer paper, so it's a little bit stronger than alright, and then I'm going to glue just this side here so I can stick it on to the belly band. And then this one goes at the bottom. Oh my word. You guys annoyed with me yet? I'm annoyed with me. Alright, and then that one I'm going to glue about half the back here. And glue that one down. Hey, he can't be too picky about his envelopes. They're envelopes he found. So if his envelopes aren't like super pretty, he had to take what he could get. And I don't want, let's see, do I want to come, I want to go out a little bit more. I don't want my envelopes to line up. I want them to be a little bit more off-centered than that. And then this one would even hang off way over there. And then I'll just glue that little bit down there and this little bit up here so that it will hang on. There we go. That's kind of cool. And then if I can find my other crow, I'm going to make a tag to stick back there. And maybe the crow will go on another, crow will go on another page. Oh crap. I mean shoot. I mean whatever. I had another crow. Let me find him. Alright, I've got these bits that I used the other day in gel printing that I did. Yes, some of them broke off, but that's okay. We're just gonna... Well, I mean, it's not like branches don't break in the woods. But I kind of want to use these. So I'm going to glue these kind of on here. And they're just going to kind of run up through out the envelopes to hide them a little bit. And... like right here, I might actually rip that so once it's glued on there. Alright, I'm not going to make you watch that fiddly bit because we're already like super long. Alright, I have this little punch. So I had this tag that I didn't love as a tag, but the colors I think work. And those I'm going to attempt to make as my little closures somehow. I just need to be able to glue down a piece and then have this be able to tuck in enough. And I don't think that it has to go like at the bottom necessarily. I'm going to put this one to the right. And I'm wondering how many of you were yelling at me when my glue wasn't working that I have gel matte medium sitting on my desk and I could have just used that. Anyone? Am I the only one that thought of it? I don't think that I am. So these are just going to be like just little leaves that are falling down the page, but they're also holding my lovely little things down. And maybe this one will even have 2 leaves. I don't know. The other idea was for me to stamp the little stamps and cut them out and use those, except for that piece of cardstock that I had that I used for this has disappeared. Whatever I had left of that. I got mad. I didn't want to keep looking for it. I was just like, nope, that's enough. I've had it. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, this would work too. Where's... Oh my word. I'm like, no, don't tell me I lost it again. Do a couple of these out of here, because I also like that. That gives me some real pretty leaves. And tiny little maple leaves with these giant... Oh, I just did that on the wrong side. That was me not thinking. Okay. Let's see. We can do one of these on there too. Just do this one over here. Just random little leaves, but they serve a purpose. They're holding the envelopes together. Oops. Or they're holding the envelopes down. I don't know. And what's nice about these envelopes, because, you know, they're potentially filled with stuff that a crow has found, you don't have to have perfectly shaped pieces of paper in them either, because chances are they found like a scrap on the ground. So, you know, it can just be like a little scrap that you stick in there, or a button, or whatever. I don't know yet what's going to go in there. That may come on another day. We don't have all the treasures figured out yet. We just figured out where to put the treasures. And when we find our art glitter glue, our life's going to be much happier. We will be... Yep, guess who has to clean today so she can find her freaking art glitter glue? Yep, me. It's me. I'm the reason that's a mess in here too, so can't blame anybody else but me. Nobody. Did I do it again? Yes. Where's the sticky part? On that side. The sticky part goes there on the base, and then, yep. What happened to the one down here? Why you do me that way? It goes this way. Word. Alright, so there it is. Oh, and I found a tag with a crow already on it, so I didn't have to make one. And I went ahead and stuck this mushroom one in there. So there's that. So we have our crazy belly band full of envelopes. You don't have to do it on a belly band. Could have just been on the page and would have been cute. But my crow needs to be movable because he needs to be able to go fly around and find things to put in his hoard over here. And I like the red sticking out on the mushrooms. And then if I wanted to, I could still put this crow up here. He could still work up there. And or I could just even, you know, put this on here somewhere. This was from my swaps partner. Isn't it purty? It's so purty. I want to put it on here. Hold on. So yeah, that can just hang down like that and just be purty. Because it's shiny, and that's something a crow would find. This is getting to be really thick stuff, isn't it? I get it, Barbara. I totally get it. Alright, I hope you guys all have a delightful day. And yeah, sorry this was so long, but I wanted for Laura, I wanted to figure out the cracks thing on the gel plate. For Laura, the half-ass crafter. She's funny. Go watch her. Alright, have a delightful day, guys. Love you. I should let you look at it close. And when I get with it together, I'll add that on there.